We are reaching college students at the secular university with the transforming love and power of Jesus Christ. Our mission is to reconcile students to Christ and seeing them transform the university, the marketplace, and the world. And God is bringing the nations to our doorstep, allowing us to care for them and share His heart with them. God is using our registered student organization to bring many to Christ, to see them saved, baptized, filled with the Holy Spirit, and empowered to live this life on mission. Here are some testimonies.
I found Chi Alpha my freshman year at Eastern. From the beginning, I was cared for and discipled, but I was also challenged to think about what other communities I was a part of, and how to intentionally care and pray for those communities. The leaders in Chi Alpha encouraged me to get to know students of different faiths and backgrounds than myself. I became an orientation leader for new international students, and started leading an international small group my junior year, which I still do today. I learned wherever I was to always be thinking, what can I do to care for this community? How can I be praying for this community? And how can I share the love of Christ with this community? Eventually I graduated, and I've been working in the public schools for over a year now. I know that prayer has power here too, and the lessons I learned through Chi Alpha, that there are many opportunities to show Christ's love, even in secular settings, have taught me to see my work as an act of worship to God.
The biggest issue with my faith was hearing and reading what God said in the Word, but not seeing it in my Christian community. That's why when I found Chi Alpha, I was immediately drawn to it. People were doing what the Bible said and not just talking about it. It was the closest thing to the book of Acts I'd ever seen. I was mentored, cared for, challenged, and encouraged in my walk with Jesus. I learned how to plan events, lead Bible studies, and how to intentionally care for people in my life. I had always had a heart for missions. They helped me get a vision for what it could actually look like. God used Chi Alpha as a training ground for me. Here in Japan, in terms of discipleship, there's no activating the members to do something. My goal here is to start the Bible talk with our Christian and non-Christian community here, and hopefully put a passion into the members here that it's not just somebody that has the title that can reach out and touch the lives around them. And I want to give them the confidence that they can reach people for Jesus. Now that I am here in Japan, I'm using everything I learned to help a small church grow and bring more Japanese to Christ.
I grew up in the small town of Blissfield, Michigan. It was actually considered a village, and I didn't know many people. I had one black friend and a few Mexican friends, and then I went to Eastern Michigan to study a music major. I got involved with the King of Love Church there, and they discipled me, and they taught me how to love the nations. I even met some students from India who had never heard of Jesus before, and I thought, how can it be that in this day of age there's still people that haven't had a chance to hear about Jesus? They took us on a trip to Argentina, and on that trip we ministered in a small town, and the pastor's wife said, why don't you come here and start a church? The trip we took with Chi Alpha to Argentina, that was the first time I had ever really considered being a missionary. I had never thought about it before. Now I've come to live in Argentina, and I work with Assemblies of God of Argentina, the World Missions Department. I married an Argentine girl, and we lead teams to the nations as we work to mobilize Spirit-filled Argentine believers as missionaries to other countries in order to spread the revival that they have experienced here to the nations.